Hello and welcome to our Sherlock Nation Business Overview. My name's Karin Parsons and I want to thank you for joining us tonight wherever you are all around the world. We want to wish you a very happy and prosperous new year, and especially at this time of year, just after the holidays. I'm wondering if you're like most people who want to be able to save more time and more money. This year, would you like to be an entrepreneur with your own home-based business, earning income by helping other people save time and money? If so, we're really glad you joined us tonight because we've got some great information to share with you. And to start our webinar off, I want to be able to introduce to you our first speaker, my business partner and friend, Double Diamond, Brandon Ivy from California. I met Brandon about 2 years ago, and I've been so impressed with his vision, his leadership, his passion to help other people. He's a 17-year veteran of our industry with a wealth of experience. He's been a top producer in several companies, and Brandon is a tremendous business coach who's building his Sherlock team all around the world and impacting so many lives. I encourage you to listen really closely because he's got a lot of great information to share. I'm glad to have the privilege to introduce to you Brandon Ivy this evening. Brandon, it's all yours.
Well, thank you very much for that introduction, Karen. And for those of you who don't know, Karen is also a global with Sherlock Nation, and that may not mean anything to you right now, but as you see through this presentation, you'll understand what that means. But she is a co-owner of this company and has a large organization growing around the world as well, and was the leading one to start a team in Africa. So we're privileged to have Karen a part of our company and on our leadership position. Let's go ahead and get started, and I want to first and foremost say Happy New Year to everybody. Congratulations on making it to a new year, and even if you were not able to reach all of the goals you have for 2015, today is a new day, this is a new year, and the decisions that you make today can change where you're going to be 1 year from now. We hope that the information you hear from us today is going to help you to find that this is indeed the right vehicle to help you achieve your goals, because that's the conclusion that I came up with. As Karen said, I've been in this industry for 17 years. I've had a lot of success, but I've also had a lot of failures. And my failures allowed me to learn more, become more, and I learned to never give up and to never quit. And as a result, I ended up walking off my job or retiring at the age of 36 years old and being able to do this full time. Now I'm hearing a little bit of background noise. Karen, I don't know if your mic is still on, but if it is, just hit the mute for me real quick. Not sure if that's yours. There we go. But I'm very excited for 2016 and more importantly for choosing the right vehicle, because choosing the right vehicle is everything. You can be in the right business in the wrong industry. But how about being in the right business at the right industry at the same time? You see, the internet today isn't a fad. It is a platform for evolution and communication, commerce, and culture. Oops, there we go. You might have heard of companies like Google, Facebook, and Amazon. You know, these are multi-billion-dollar corporations. But what's the one thing that they all have in common besides being on the internet? It's the fact that they give their product away for free. And instead of you hearing this from me about how important the industry that we're in right now and the timing and trends, I want to bring up to you an expert, somebody that I learned from when I first joined this business. I had no idea how huge online shopping was. I had no idea how big e-commerce was. But listening to this man's vision, it's like a light bulb went off in my head. And I don't even know if he remembers this. We had a convention in Vegas almost 2 years ago, and I was on stage and I said that I had to call him out. So it was his vision. I had only been in the business for a couple of months at that point. That really got me to thinking and looking long term at where our industry is headed with or without us, and that is important that we get involved at this time. So what I want to do is bring up, to talk about our timing and trends, Diamond Mark Levesque. Mark, are you there?
Yes, I am, Brandon, and thank you, and thank you for that nice introduction. I do remember that conference, and I did appreciate what you said from stage. And I've been watching technology march along since even before the internet was invented. And I remember when the internet was first coming out. Do you remember a time before Google? Well, I do. I remember that my organization, the company that I worked for, we really kind of took the place of Google for a lot of companies because we helped large organizations find the information they needed to make the proper decisions by using our technology. Google basically replaced that, but the company I worked for, and I had the opportunity to be in a boardroom at McDonald's Corporation at Hamburger University with 17 executives. We were trying to, I was trying to help show them how the internet worked and how they could use it to answer questions that would normally take hours to find answers to in a matter of seconds. And so that's what I did. So I saw the companies that I worked for, whether it was Anheuser-Busch or Emerson or Stone Container or McDonald's Waste Management, those companies were using technology, the internet, to lower their costs and to create wealth. And I was just waiting to see who's going to open the door for the average person. So I've been watching for that because that's the trend that I want to get on, because whoever helps people go where everyone's going, that person will create wealth. You look at what happened before at Walmart. Sam Walton took retail to the next level because he saw what was happening in retail. He brought all retail functions under one roof called Walmart, Walmart Trucking and Walmart Distribution, Walmart Sam's Club, which is Walmart Warehousing. Brought it all under one roof, was able to increase the economy, have more products for people, and then and lower prices. And everyone went to Walmart, and Walmart became at the time was the wealthiest company in the world. And so because Sam Walton got in front of that trend, he made billions of dollars. Same thing with Ray Kroc, who took the McDonald's concept, and 40 years ago there weren't all those fast food restaurants and actually restaurants that there are today. He started a gigantic trend that's created a whole new industry that didn't even exist before. He was in front of that trend and he made billions. And so online commerce, online distribution is really the trend that we're in front of, and how do people make money online with affiliate income. And so what the Sherlock does is it creates an environment where we can actually move into the next generation of retailing. I read an article in McKinsey Publishing where they were interviewing Devin Winnick. He's the president of eBay Marketplace, and he was saying that retailing is being dramatically transformed. Physical retailing, it's almost merging. You look at what Walmart's doing today. Walmart, you can buy something. I know I went online, found a great deal on a grill. I found that it was the best price was at Walmart's site online. I had it shipped to the store. I went and picked it up at the store and brought it home. I didn't have to pay shipping because I shipped it to the store. And a lot of online products you don't have to pay shipping. So as heavy as a grill is, I didn't have to pay for it because that's the new model. This gentleman from eBay is saying that the shopping part of stores is going to get smaller and smaller. The distribution part is going to get larger and larger because instead of going to shop for items in the store, we're going to buy them online, have them sent to the store, and pick them up. And so that's how retail is going to merge together. It's a trend. But if you think about Walmart, what Walmart did, Walmart took retailing, physical stores, to the next level, to the highest possible level with their large Walmart stores. But then Michael Dell actually took it online. Michael Dell took e-commerce online with electronics. And when Michael Dell invented the concept in his dorm room at college, they laughed at him. He said, how are you going to sell computers online to people who don't have a computer? And because you can't buy a computer without a computer if you're buying it on a computer. But he was a genius. He knew people would find a way to get those computers, and he became actually the youngest man in the history of the world to become a billionaire. He was the youngest billionaire in history. And so because he got in front of an online trend, if you really look at the Sherlock is the next generation beyond what Michael Dell did, because Michael Dell is still bringing you to one site with one price, his prices. But what the Sherlock does is the Sherlock takes us to multiple sites online so that we can actually find the best price. The Sherlock really represents the next generation of retailing. It's where we can find actually the best price and be sure of it because we have multiple channels that we're checking the price in all at once. And it's a gigantic trends that the Sherlock's putting us in front of. In 2014, e-commerce was $1.56 trillion. It's predicted to be in 2018 to be $5 trillion. Mobile commerce alone in just a couple years is expected to be $3.2 trillion. It's an amazing, amazing trend. And so we're in a tremendous trend with the Sherlock. You're in the right place at the right time with the right product. And so at this point, I would like to turn the call back over to Double Diamond affiliate Brandon Ivy. Brandon?
Well, thank you for doing that, Mark. And like I said to everybody, when I heard his vision on where things are going, and this is happening with or without us anyway, that it's very important that we get involved. So what I want to do is, since we have the #1 money earner in the United States, the first ever Black Diamond, which is the top position of our company here, I want to turn the webinar right on over to him. So with that, let me bring up Black Diamond Chuck Williams. Chuck, go right ahead.
Thank you much, Brandon. Great job. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to talk to you a few minutes about our CEO, Michael Weeder. Michael Weeder is a guru in a couple of different industries. First and foremost, he got to start with the direct sales network marketing industry back in the 1980s as a distributor, and then he became very successful in the internet space in the early 1990s, about 1994. Owned his own internet company, literally has made millions of dollars on the internet. He took some of the money that he earned and he started investing in network marketing, direct sales companies. And he's had a passion for both industries for a long time. Well, in May of 2012, his dream came true when he started Sherlock Nation. It's a combination of an internet company and direct sales network marketing. His vision is to have the #1 mobile app opportunity in the direct sales space in the world, and that's what we've got here with Sherlock Nation. Phenomenal leadership, great experience, and great relationships. He has run a profitable company since the second month he stood over. He's also very involved in the fundraising space, and one example of a gentleman who's using our Sherlock Nation to raise funds for his ministry is a gentleman by the name of Bishop Tudor Bismarck. I got this email where he was actually soliciting from his supporters to use the Sherlock to raise funds for his ministry, and I just took note that this is one of the most famous bishops in the world using the Sherlock to raise funds for his ministry. And I believe we have Willie Davis on the line with us tonight. Willie Davis is a diamond. He's currently residing in the Philippines. He also runs a ministry and has used the Sherlock to help with his ministry. Willie, you want to tell us a little about the Pay It Forward program in your ministry and how you're using the Sherlock?
Absolutely, Chuck, and Happy New Year to everybody. And Mr. Weeder is such a visionary, and he's also into charity. And part of it, he has a Pay It Forward program to where he selects deserving organizations around the world, and he contributes to their ministries or their favorite charity that they're hosting. And so through his Pay It Forward program and my involvement with the Sherlock Nation, I've been able to just increase my ministry, do wonderful things with the feeding programs we have here, moving from once a year to twice a year to now once a month, where we're feeding more than 400 kids at each one of our feedings. And so the Sherlock also, I was able to register my ministry as an affiliate. And as an affiliate, we earn money each month through Sherlock. So we've been able to do that, and back over to you, Chuck.
Thank you very much, Willie. Appreciate that very much. Ladies and gentlemen, what you're going to learn on the webinar tonight in the preceding slides is you're going to learn how to turn your mobile device into an income stream for you and your family. And not just your mobile device, but the mobile devices of other people around the world. You're also going to learn how to gain financial freedom if you decide to leverage your opportunity here with Sherlock Nation. We partner with some of the major brands on the internet, household names around the world. Our mission at Sherlock Nation is simple: to allow people all over the world an opportunity to save both time and money, as well as an opportunity, what we call an income opportunity, to become financially free. Sherlock Nation has a why. We've shared it with you. Now it's time for your why. What is your why? Is it to get out of debt? That's a popular one. Is it to pay for college? Either college that you've already gone to and you have debt you want to pay off, or college for loved ones that you want to help get through college, or even yourself. Is it retirement? Is it travel? I saw an article today from a guy, is your retirement plan the lottery? And he goes, I hope not. That's not a really good retirement plan. But he said, a lot of people have invested their working years and not really saved for retirement. There's a whole generation of people heading for a cliff, it's financial disaster, they're going to have to depend on the government or relatives or some type of substance to just survive through retirement, we have an opportunity here to literally give people a decent retirement with residual income. That's one of the many whys people might have. Whatever your why is, we know we can help you achieve it and get what you want out of life. You just have to write down that why, know what it is, and then take hold of this vehicle to achieve your why. It's now a great privilege of mine to introduce the lady who started this webinar off, Karin Parsons. She is a global power affiliate out of Delaware, USA. She has one of the largest teams in Africa, and she is the reason we're in most of the countries in Africa. She pioneered that over the last couple, 3 years. So, Karin Parsons, why don't you take it away and share our incredible product with our audience tonight?
I'd be thrilled to do that, Chuck, because I love using the product because, one, it helps me save so much time and so much money. The cool thing is being able to show other people how to do the same thing. You know, for years, I really have shopped online, but it used to take me a long time. I would Google things, and, you know, I used to think Google got you the best price, but do you realize rather than getting you the best price, the items that come up on top are those companies that are either having the most traffic or paying the most to be in those positions. Well, now we've got a tool called the Sherlock app, which is able to get you the best price for anything you want quickly and easily. One great way is to go to invitation.shoppingsherlock.com. You're going to need a special invitation code because this is an invitation-only app, and the affiliate who's sharing the app will give you that. But it brings you to this page and gives you an opportunity to watch a video, learn how to get it on your desktop, your Android, or your Apple. Since we're running late tonight, I'm not going to run the video, but if you click right on here, it's going to show you how you can shop on the app, how you can get daily deals on the app. I'll tell you, if you aren't using daily deals in your city, make sure you do, because you're going to find all kinds of specials. We got just over Christmas break, we were able to get Radio City Music Hall tickets for New York City for the Rockettes. They were normally $113, got them for $49 each. If you're going to be traveling, make sure that you check the flights. You're going to get great deals on flights. Make sure you check hotels because you'll be able to save a lot of money that way. And the coolest thing is when you're in the store, use the price scanner. My goodness, just check the barcode of any item very quickly. You'll find out what the price is online. You can even go up to the clerk and just ask them, hey, do you price match? And more places are doing that. The best thing is with shopping, you can compare prices from multiple places, all different search engines and retail establishments, all very quickly. And this Christmas, I saved tons. Really, everything I did was through the Sherlock. I was able to shop at any time that I wanted to. I didn't have to mess with all the crowds in the stores. I saved at least 50% on pretty much everything I purchased. I was able to get it shipped for free wherever I wanted. Like Mark had talked about, you can even get it shipped to the store and pick it up. Often that's another way to use it. With this cold weather that's coming, we just got a pair of men's insulated hunting boots. They're waterproof insulated. They were $189 in the store. We were able to get them for $79.99. So I'm just going to encourage you, whatever it is that you want to use, put it through the Sherlock. You're going to find the best deals quickly. And I'm going to pass this back to Chuck because I imagine you'd like to know how you can actually earn income sharing this and our other products with other people too. Chuck, back to you.
Thank you, Karin. Great job. And that's right. We're going into the income opportunity portion of our presentation, where as an affiliate, you could benefit even more than just being a customer and saving money. Now, when you become an affiliate, you're going to want to purchase the Sherlock system. Only a small purchase of $279, and you own your own Sherlock system. There's a low monthly subscription of $49.95 a month to keep your business active, and now you have a turnkey internet e-commerce business that can generate significant tax deductions and income opportunity for you and your family. What does Sherlock Nation provide you? Well, it provides you a license to give away an unlimited number of Sherlocks, whether it be the desktop version or the web mobile app. You can give away as many as you want. There's no inventory at all. There's no inventory costs. There's no high cost to get started. Instant gratification. I was with a couple tonight, and they were telling me all their saving stories. And as soon as someone learns how to use the Sherlock, they immediately start saving time and money. There's training websites. There's mentoring, coaching, There's capture pages, a marketing system, a blog, on and on and on. We've got Sherlock Travel. It's our own travel platform, which beats the price of anything you can find on the internet. It's amazing. That travel platform is currently only available to Sherlock affiliates. There's Sherlock University, where we have tremendous leadership training materials. We have how to build this business, how to succeed in this industry, and how to be a leader in life in general. Sherlock Local, it's our own version of Groupon. It's deals for local businesses, merchants, to where they can actually put their coupons and deals on our apps. What an amazing tool that is. Sherlock Local, beta testing in several countries around the world right now. And then Sherlock Fundraising, your opportunity to help organizations, ball teams, churches raise funds using the internet. All that is available to you as a Sherlock affiliate purchasing the Sherlock system. Now, how do you earn income? Well, the first way is usage income. You simply share the app with others. As they use the app and benefit, so do you, because you're getting paid. You can also build a team of other affiliates. It's called a fast start bonus. Every time you sell 2 Sherlock systems, you're going to earn $100. There's no limit to how many of these $100 bonuses you can earn. We also have what are called sales cycle bonus. This is one of my favorite. There's 10 different ways of getting paid. I'd hate to even pick a favorite, but this is one of them because it's not based on my own individual effort. You have 2 teams, a right team and a left team. As people on your 2 teams generate Sherlock system sales, you make money. Every time there's 2 Sherlock systems sold on your right team and 2 Sherlock systems sold on your left team, you just earn $50. This pays down through infinity, it pays globally, and nobody on your team ever gets so successful that they break away from you. All the volume generated from people on your team always counts for you week after week. If one of your 2 teams takes off and grows faster than the other, hey, thank God, that's awesome. What you simply do is invest more time building the other side of your business and watch these bonus checks come in. It's called banked volume, ladies and gentlemen. As long as you maintain active status in the business, your volume gets banked. So you love it when one side grows faster than the other. It creates banked volume. Another way of making money is called the subscription cycle bonus. There's a small monthly fee to keep your business active. It's $49.95 a month. Ladies and gentlemen, it's so easy to make that and more in our business. Think return on investment. Very small cost to get started, and it's easy to make money with the Sherlock. You simply give away apps, and you're earning money. You build a team of others, and you're making even more money. The way we're talking about right now is probably my #1 favorite. It is the subscription sales cycle bonus. As people on your right and left team pay their monthly subscription fee of $49.95 a month, every time there's 2 of those on the right and 2 of those on the left, you earn $10. I'm not going to sit here and go through all the mathematical calculations with you, but just think about it for a minute. If you had 10 people on your right team and 10 people on your left team, all giving away Sherlocks, all earning usage income, you right there, just with this one way of making money, would be making $50 a month. How easy can it possibly be to break even in your business? Think if you own a traditional business, how much you have to do just to break even. Here with a Sherlock, it's simple. What if you had 100 people on your right team and 100 people on your left team, all paying their monthly subscription, all using their Sherlock to advertise their other stuff, and all giving away Sherlocks, making usage income? With simply 100 people on the right and 100 people on the left, you'd be making $500 a month just from this one way of making money right here. Well, what if you had 200 people on the right and 200 people on the left? You'd be making $1,000 a month just with this one way of making money. And the numbers go on and on and on. There are some of us on this webinar right now who expect to have tens of thousands of people on our right and left team, and you've got it. This pays down through infinity. It can be a very, very lucrative business for you. Now, with any business, there are no guarantees. All references to income implied or stated through this document, and the Sherlock Compensation Plan does not guarantee any level of income or earnings to any affiliate. Earnings for the Sherlock Compensation Plan depend solely on web app usage, sales, and each affiliate's skill, ability, and personal application. This is one of my favorite parts of the presentation. I'm going to turn it back to the gentleman who was speaking earlier, Double Diamond Brandon Ivy, out from Los Angeles, California, building one of the largest, most successful teams in all of Sherlock Nation. Brandon, would you mind telling us a little about the ladder of success?
Absolutely. This is one of my favorite as well because unlike corporate America, we're going to reward you for your hard work. See, in corporate America, you can work as hard as you want, but you're going to hit that glass ceiling where no matter how hard you work, you can't go higher because there can only be one CEO. But in network marketing, the harder you work, the more money you're going to make. So with us, we all start off as an affiliate. And as an affiliate, you're going to benefit for all the Sherlocks that you give away for free. You're also going to benefit for all the Sherlock fundraisings that you sign up and the Sherlock local. So anytime you want more money, just get another customer. You give yourself a raise. But if you want to be able to get paid on the compensation plan that Chuck just showed you, the $50 and the $10 cycle bonus, then you must at least become a star affiliate. As a star affiliate, you must personally enroll 2 people in the business, have 5 Sherlock customers, and once this is done, you can earn up to $2,000 a week on the $50 and the $10 cycles. The next position is called Power Affiliate. As a Power Affiliate, you must personally do 4 Sherlock system sales for $279 and have a team total of 12 that comes through your own personal efforts. Spillover does not count. Plus 10 personal Sherlock customers. If you do this in your first 15 days after you do your first Sherlock system sale, you're going to earn a $200 bonus check. You're also going to get a 20% check match on all the people that you personally enroll, on all the Sherlocks they give away. And better yet, you can earn up to $3,000 a week as a Power Affiliate. The next position is called Global Affiliate. As a Global, you must help 12 people on your team become a Power. Have 20 personal Sherlock customers. If you do this in your first 180 days, you're going to get a $2,000 bonus check. You also get a 20% check match on every single person on your team that cycles for $50 and $10 until the next global hits. You also can earn up to $20,000 a week as a global, and you get a 2.5% equity in the company, which means you're now a co-owner of the company. So for example, when we become a billion-dollar company, all of the globals will be worth $25 million combined. The next position is called Diamond Affiliate. The diamonds, to be a diamond, you must personally enroll at least 2 globals on your left and your right side and have a total of 4 on your team, plus 40 Sherlock customers. You get the same as a global, but now you get entry into the diamond bonus pool. This diamond bonus pool, basically, we take a percentage of all company sales and put it aside every single month for the diamonds who qualify. This past month, the 1 share was worth $755. Now, each month it could be more or it could be less. Depends on how the month goes and how many diamonds qualify. But imagine as a diamond, you get 1 share. Double diamond, you get 2 shares. Triple diamond, you get 3 shares. Our ultimate goal of this diamond bonus pool is that it can represent a full-time income for most people as the company grows. And the top position is called Black Diamond. Black Diamond, you must have at least 16 globals on your team in 8 separate legs, 100 personal Sherlock customers. Now you get a raise. You're going to earn a 30% check match on your entire organization until the next global hits. But now that you're a Black Diamond, you're also going to get a 10% override below all of your globals. So can you imagine a Black Diamond that has thousands of people on their team? They may have dozens of globals, but they're either earning a 30% or a 10% check match on every single person on their team. You also get a raise. You get another 2.5% equity just between the Black Diamonds, and we only have 3 of them. Our first is our first female Black Diamond in Kazakhstan, our first $1 million earner in the UK, and our very own Black Diamond here in the United States, Chuck Williams. So Chuck, right back on over to you. Oh wait, did you want me to finish this out?
No, sir. I'll go ahead and take over. Thank you very much. Great job. Love that ladder success. Every single person listening to our voice can progress through that ladder step by step. The question for you right now is, are you ready? Do you see the cliff? Do you see the opportunity here? And are you willing to take action? 90 days from now, your life can be completely different. Now, you might not be a multimillionaire and financially free, but you can definitely be on the way to achieving financial success for you and your family. Imagine how you'd feel being able to spend more time with your kids and less time at work. It's all about residual income. So what I want you to do now is get back with the person that invites you to this webinar. Let them know your level of interest. Number 1, hey, I just really want to be a customer and enjoy the savings, We at Sherlock Nation love customers, so welcome aboard. Secondly, you're number 2. You're like, I want to get involved, I want to be an affiliate, and I want to give away a bunch of Sherlocks and make money as people use my free Sherlocks. Welcome to the team. We're glad to have you join us. And then number 3 is the person who says, hey, I'm serious about this. I want to not only use the product, I not only want to give away Sherlocks and earn usage income, but I also want to help you all build a team of people around the world that do the same thing, helping others achieve financial freedom, and therefore helping myself also achieve financial freedom. So whatever level of interest you're at, that's okay. A 1, you just want to be a customer, that's great. A number 2, you want to get involved as an affiliate, but you just want to basically give away Sherlocks. Or number 3, you want to build a team just like those of us who have been speaking on tonight's webinar. Get back with the person who invited you, let them know where you stand, and we will help you get started at that level of interest. All right, I want to pause for just a second there as we now shift gears. And I want to take you into our weekly training session. We're going to cover some things tonight that are going to help you build your business. And as I look through who is on tonight's webinar, I see a lot of brand new people on the webinar tonight, and a lot of people who've been inactive for a while, but it's the new year, and just like the gym, they're back, they're going to start working out. But we're going to show you a system to where you don't have to lose interest in a few weeks or a few months, but you can literally plug in and build a nice long-term residual income for you and your family. We have a system that you can follow. Now, in building this business, it's important that you have a strategy. And I'm going to turn the call over to, I keep wanting to call you Double Diamond, Willie, because I know you're going to be one soon. But Diamond, Willie Davis from the Philippines, he's going to share with you what Double Diamond Pete Hamby developed, and it's called the Power of 4. So, Willie, go ahead and take us through the Power of 4, please.
All right, thank you, Chuck. And yes, my good friend Double Diamond Pete Hamby and my mentor, he developed this system. And the Power of 4 is being used all over Sherlock, all over the world. And it is a great system. If you can understand the Power of 4 and get your mind wrapped around it, it will be able to take you all the way through our Double Diamond position, just using the Power of 4. So how does the Power of 4 work? What Pete wanted to do was he took a look at the compensation program, and he was saying, what is the best way to maximize the compensation program? How can we best utilize it to help everyone get promoted, and at that time get to be a part owner of the company, which would take you up to the global position. But now, since the reorganization, you can now go all the way up to Double Diamond using the Power of 4, and it's very, very exciting. So when you look at the compensation program, and as Chuck explained during the main presentation, when you have 2 on the left and 2 on the right, the company will pay you $100. And then when you have 2 more on the left and 2 more on the right, the company will pay you another $100. Now, with the cycle bonuses, there's another $50 for every 2 on the left and 2 on the right. So just in your initial time coming on board, you can get back $250 of the $279 that you paid to get the license for the company. So at that point, you've almost broken even with your business. And as Chuck explained earlier, there's not many businesses you can go into and break even in your first few weeks or months with that business. Usually takes years. And then what we do is there's a simple progression. And as you see by the chart, what you do then is you help your 4 people who you brought on personally get their 4 people. And the compensation for doing that is an additional $200 to you. At the next level, we just repeat the same system. Now you have 16 on the left, 16 on the right, and what you're helping them to do is you're helping your 4 people help their 4 people, and we repeat the system. And now the company compensates you $800 for doing that. If you follow this through, if you was doing it weekly, in the 5th week of doing this program, you can see you could be up to 256 people in each one of your legs for a total of 512 people on the left and 512 people on the right, and you have been compensated over $17,000. And like my good friend Brandon always says, systems are perfect, people are not. But I always like to say, what if you would just half as good as you think you are for accomplishing this position, or only 25% as good as you think you are. Look at the compensation you would have made from doing this program. Also, what Chuck was also explaining, there's a residual monthly feature to this, and that would be a residual monthly income over $3,400 per month. So with that, Chuck, back over to you. The power of 4. If you get this system, you can really do it.
Thank you, Willie. Great job covering that Power 4. And ladies and gentlemen, I just want you to think about that for a minute. Now, the first 4 people you enroll might not be the 4 that take you to the top, but can you imagine just helping 4 people who help 4 people who help 4 people who help 4 people who help 4 people, and you accomplish what Willie just showed you in that graph? Now, again, that graph is just for illustration purposes only. It'll never happen exactly that way. We know that, but we want to show you by, with just a few key people, a few leaders, what a difference it can make in your income. Willie, you do a great job talking about the why, and this is one of the key training components of any Getting Started Right training we do. The why, in my opinion, is the biggest factor in whether a person will succeed or fail in business. The why and their thinking. Why don't you cover the why for us, Willie, and then we'll take you right into a segment on your book, How You Beat the Money Game, and then we'll turn over to Mark Levesque, who's going to teach us about T for T business. I'm really excited about this training, ladies and gentlemen. Listen closely. This is life-changing material. Willie, back to you.
Thank you, Chuck. And what Chuck just explained, it is really a mindset. And with my more than 20-plus years of being around this industry and just being around motivational type people, writing down your why is the first and most important thing you can do. It basically will determine whether you will be successful or not. Not only should you come up with your why, please write it down. Write your why down. Get it in front of your face each and every day. Put it on your bathroom mirror. Put it on the sun visor of your car. Have it in your wallet. Constantly remind yourself. There's something called the power of attraction. And also, whatever you speak and say, it will manifest in your life. And so just determine what it is that's important to you, write it down, and then get into developing your story. Chuck referred to what he called getting started right. And one of the key principles of getting started right is to get started now. It's a new year. Everyone has been making their New Year's resolutions. They want to say where they want to be, what they want to accomplish during the year 2016. Write it down. Write down what it is your goal is and what it is that you want to accomplish for 2016. One thing I would encourage everyone to do, sit down for a moment and reflect. Take stock in your life. Look at where you are right now. Are you where you really wanted to be 5 years ago or 10 years ago when you was making plans? Take a look at where you're at and think about where will you be in the next 5 or 10 years and what vehicle you will use to get you there. So if you bring up the next slide for me, Chuck. What I did was I wrote a book, and the title of my book is How I Beat the Money Game. What you don't know can hurt you. And life and the use of money is sort of like a game. When I was a young person, I grew up in Alabama, and the older guys, they were playing checkers. And I would look at them and trying to learn how to play checkers, and I knew that there was a game called chess. And I would ask them about it, and they say, oh, don't worry about it. It's just like checkers. And when I went into the military, a good friend of mine in basic training, he pulled out a chessboard. And he sit down and started showing me about chess. And it just blew me away. It's because it was such a different game. I didn't have a clue. I did not know the moves in the game. I did not know the rules of the game. But I wanted to go out and be expected to play in the game. And so in the game of finances, it is really the same way. We go through years and years of college. We can go through 4 years in university. We can go through our master's degree. We can get a doctor's degree. But if you don't know the rules of finance, you will always be up against it when you try to play the game. So what I did with my book, I'm very proud of it. It was a very inspired book that I wrote. I tried to use scriptural principles in the book to back up what I was saying about money and how it works. And I would encourage you to get a copy of it, not just because I'm proud of being the one who authored it, but read the book and reread it and pass it on to the next generation. You won't get everything out of the book the first time you go through it. But if you will spend time and spend time on the tidbits that I tried to put in there, I tried to highlight the areas that would really take you step by step by step of how to win this game that's called money. And the first thing that I'll share with you is get started now, and you must set up a budget. My tip for this week is to set up a budget. I know to a lot of you, a budget might be a dirty word. And you think about, wow, it's going to take away all my freedoms, and I won't be able to do the things I need to do. But the budget is your primary step into financial freedom. And so just lastly, what I'll share with you is when I started to do a budget, we just had envelopes. We wrote down the electric bill, the cable bill, water bill, all the bills we had during the month, and we would allocate the money in the envelope. And if we ran out of the money in that envelope, let's say entertainment, then we would not go into the other envelopes to compensate. We would just find another way to entertain ourselves for the last few days of the month. And so there's programs out on the internet now. There's many, many books about doing this, but if you just want something simple and fast to use, set up a budget, start using your budget, take inventory of where you're at right now, and then compare that in 12 months. At the end of 2016, look back on this time and say, where have I arrived, or did I accomplish the things I set for myself? And with that, back over to you, Chuck.
Thank you, Willie. Great job. And I know my wife, Diane, and I really enjoyed reading your book, How I Beat the Money Game. And I'm actually using it in my own life and teaching other people some of the principles that you teach. Simple, yet very, very effective. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we're in for another treat tonight. We're going to have Mark Levesque teach us about the T for T business. This, ladies and gentlemen, is something that is revolutionizing our business as we speak around the world. I just got back tonight before this webinar from a local T&T business meeting. Ladies and gentlemen, this absolutely works for building your business locally and around the world. So without any further ado, Mark, why don't you take us through this incredible system that you've put together?
Thank you, Chuck, and I want to kudos to Willie. You know, I really enjoyed his book, and I think it's a great tool to give people when you meet them, because people don't realize the financial cliff that our culture, our economy, our society is heading for. There's all kinds of cliffs that people can have in their future. It could be a sickness. It could be a death of a loved one or a parent. It could be a parent in the hospital. There's financial crises that come up in people's lives. With the average American having only $500 in savings, people have cliffs in the future they're not aware of. And one way to overcome the cliff is to follow the system that Chuck's been laying out for us tonight to become financially free. I know in myself that when I saw this technology, I knew it was the right one for me, and I decided that I would spend time every day working the system that Chuck laid out for me. And in a year, I was able to replace my income at a nonprofit. Well, you know, T for T is basically a wonderful program for multiplication, and it was designed by a gentleman called Ying Kai. In over a 10-year period, he was able to start 150,000 groups using T for T. One of the most astounding numbers is in his first year, the people that he trained through T for T training started in the very first year 3,535 groups. So, you know, if you look at the power of 4, you go out, and one of the things Ying Kai talks about is once you hit the 4th generation of someone you brought into the business, it is self-sustaining. So you can imagine if you had the kind of, if we used T for T effectively, as Ying Kai has and as he teaches, the organization that we build over the next few years will be massive. And so we will be able to help a lot of people avoid that cliff that Willie talks about in his book. And so I just wanted to talk about that briefly. If you go to teamofhope.com, you'll see that there's under December there's a layout that has the T for T strategy just laid out step by step, and you can follow that. It begins with a little bit about Yin Kai, and then it goes into how do I share the Sherlock business with people, and there's a very simple way to share with people because it's benefited you. You just share with them how you have been benefited, and then you invite them to your home. I mean, how do I do the Power of Four? I invite 4 people to my home, and I have coffee and something light with that for them, cookies or something, and you just have a get-together. And you can call it. It can be a shopping party where you compare prices, or it can be just a visit, or it can be a visit where you're sharing a business idea, or it can be a leadership development evening, or it can just be a get-together around something that you're excited about. And so don't tell them that it's you know, a birthday party or something and then show up and it's a Sherlock event. But it's basically a Sherlock get-together, and it can be a shopping party, it can be a leadership development time. All these components are part of this. So it's broken into 3 parts. The first part is basically building relationships in the home meeting. And you just ask people to introduce themselves, share an interesting fact about themselves, and just get the group warmed up by doing that. There should be some people there, yourself for sure, maybe someone else in your family that's using the Sherlock. So ask the people that have the Sherlock already to share their Sherlock saving stories, and that gets people interested and excited. And then if there's someone who has already spun off their own Sherlock get-together, ask them to share about the group that they're training. And you want to instill in people the important questions in this session are basically what's your Sherlock story, who have you shared the Sherlock with since our last meeting, and who's training other trainers to train people on using the Sherlock and giving it away. And so those actually create an accountability, because people when you're gonna bring these folks back to your next week or the week after, quite often we do these bi-weekly. They're going to want to talk to some people about the Sherlock because they want to have something to share with the group. It's a lot more fun if you do that. And so that's what we do. We ask these 3 questions. They're the most important ones in the beginning, and that creates just a subtle form of accountability, because we all need help sometime. Then at the end of this, and this is something we're adding, you want to share the vision of what the Sherlock means to you, basically your why, and maybe even ask somebody else in the group to share why they're part of the Sherlock, so that the vision of the Sherlock gets shared and the importance of how the Sherlock app can help them. Then you move into the second part. In the second part, we show one of the short videos from the website, from the Sherlock website. We just show it on an iPad if someone has one, or on their smartphone. We don't make a big deal about it. We don't set up a screen and a computer. We just have fun with showing it on somebody's handheld device. We also ask people if we can. Well, we don't ask them. We just go into sharing a leadership nugget, and you'll see on the site there's a leadership nugget from regarding the parable of the Chinese bamboo plant, and basically it's a real plant where you fertilize it for 3 or 4 years each year, and you don't see a lot of growth. It's kind of like how this is going to work with the Sherlock get-togethers, is that you're building them gradually. You add one this month, you add another next month, and so forth. It's growing gradually, and then after a period of time, like it did with Yin Kai near the end of his first year, it just exploded to 3,000 groups. You know, I'm not saying we're going to have exactly that kind of growth, but you get what I mean. You invest your time in people, and eventually it grows like the bamboo plant grows 90 feet in the 4th year. And so that's what this business model does. You know, we've been doing the same business models for working as an employee for years and years and years and years, and we're making roughly the same money we did last year and the year before that. Nothing's changing. But with this one, we invest a little bit in over time, and it has the potential to really explode and growth. And so we, after we've talked about the leadership nugget, we asked people to share about it, and we asked them to share about what they thought of the video. And then we asked if there's any visitors in the room to install the app. And then we have fun with the price comparisons. It's kind of like a shopping party. I've been at some parties where people have a blast talking about the prices and seeing who saved the most money. I was with a number of ladies, and they were just having a blast, and it was amazing how much they could have saved if they had the Sherlock when they were shopping. I was just over at Faith Miracle Temple, and you should have seen a couple of the pastors just trying to outdo who had saved the most money. I think the winner was Pastor Marlin, who saved like $1,000 on a set of 4 tires for his car. So it's just a lot of fun. Have fun with it. And then just ask questions like, how do you see the Sherlock changing the way that you shop in the future? And then you ask the group to share, how's this going to impact my personal finance? So it gets people thinking of the value that this can create. And then you move into the third section. The third section is basically sharing, we're asking people if they want to book their own meeting from this meeting. That's the primary reason here. We ask people to make a list of the 3 people that they'd most like to have to get together. We ask them to, if they are considering people of influence, because if you have those at your meetings, they tend to get what the Sherlock business can do right away. And that's when we ask them to, if there's anyone that wants to host a Sherlock get-together at their home business or restaurant. And so we're going to be having one at a restaurant tomorrow evening. And so that's what we do. We share the Sherlock in these groups. And it really is a way to leverage your time. Instead of sharing it one-on-one all the time, you bring 3, 4, 5 people together or more. It really leverages your time, and you're able to expose the Sherlock to more people. And then they feel that they can invite people over their home, and they feel they can follow the outline, and they can share the Sherlock in their own home, and you go and help them in their home, and it starts to expand. And once they're comfortable, then somebody from their group will start their group, and you don't go to that group, you just keep helping the person you're training, but now you're training a trainer of trainers, and that's what we're after. We're after becoming not just people who share the Sherlock and save money and ask people to join the Sherlock business. No, we really want to become trainers of trainers who train trainers. That's how you get to these huge numbers of people joining your organization. And it's such a subtle way, it's such a great way to build relationships along the way. Some of these people will probably become your best friends in the world through this relationship building model. So that's really the Sherlock T for T business. And it's really a model for the future because it merges high-tech and high-touch in one thing. Chuck, back to you. Black Diamond Chuck, the only one in the United States. Back to you, Chuck.
The only one for a short period of time. There's many more of you coming right behind me. Mark, that was phenomenal training. Tell me again, in year 1, Yin Kai had how many groups going in year 1?
3,535.
3,535. Ladies and gentlemen, think about this for a minute. Mark and I planned a little get-together at a restaurant in our hometown tomorrow night to kind of officially launch T for T business. We're going to have 30 to 50 people show up for that meeting. No, not 3 to 5. Can you imagine if those 30 to 50 people all go out and have a get-together, how fast this can spread throughout the United States and around the world? Get excited and start one in your community. Mark and I will be doing more detailed training for you, but it's really pretty simple. We will have the details in the outline written out for you on the Team of Hope blog. Right now, if you go to December 2015, go to the very first blog in December. You'll see it down at the bottom. It's called T for T Business. We'll have that outline for you right there, and as it evolves and takes shape, we'll continue the adjustments and have them right there for you. So at the end of your T for T business, what you want to do is have your success coach ready to call in to your get-together. And so like I just did one tonight, I launched a gentleman over in South St. Louis, really sharp guy, Greg and Robin Ingram, part of Dr. Rosario Slack's team here in St. Louis. And so this was their third one. They did a couple by themselves. I went over tonight to kind of help really launch this concept for them. And so now in the future, They're going to let me know the date that they're doing it, and I'm just going to call in via Skype. It's going to be this three-way call edification. Very, very powerful. It's the way you as a leader can take this high-touch concept and spread it around the world. It's using the three-way call where you actually call into the get-togethers that are happening on your team around the world. Now, I've got a lot of brand new people on the webinar tonight, and many of them said, hey, you know, I'm brand new. I want to get started. Tell me what I need to do. Well, what you want to do is you want to build your list. But before you build your list, write down your why, like Willie Davis covered earlier. Write down that why. Write down your story. What's your story? Well, your story is your life. What you saw when you saw this opportunity, what attracted you to it, why you got involved, and what you're hoping to achieve. That is your story. Now, what we want to do as leaders, we want to help you develop an income story. We want to help you make some money your first week, your first month, your first year, to where you're excited about that and you can't wait to share it with other people. So you share your income savings and you share your income earnings with people. That is how you develop your story. So write down your why, develop your story, make a big list, and then don't prejudge people on that list. Don't you decide for people who's going to get involved and who's not. You pick 100 people that you know, like, and trust, and you go through that list and you just give them the app. You show them how to use it. We call that the demo. Now, don't say, hey, I want to demo this for you. Just say, hey, I found a cool app. Let me show you this. And then give it to them and show them how to use it. That's how we build our customer base, and that's how we start to build our business. Now, as you start to give these apps away, if the person has an entrepreneurial bone in their body, Mark Levesque gives them the entrepreneur test. If they don't ask what he does, he don't tell them. But if they ask you what you do or how you make money giving away this free app, you simply invite them to your next get-together. It's that simple. Then they can see what you've seen, and you can start to build your business fast. Now, when you're going to share this and invite people to your get-together, you want to follow the script. And again, this is on the teamofhope.com under December. At the very bottom, it's the first one, T for T, business. The best line we've come up with so far is number 1 here. Now, you can use this or you can modify it a little bit. If you've got something that's working for you, use it. But this is what you want to do to generate interest. I just found a free, simple-to-use app from a global company that has taught me how to make money online by teaching others how to save money. I just used the app and saved a couple $100 on ink that my wife and I were going to purchase anyway. In fact, the app is helping us see an extra $500 in cash flow every month. Now, you put in the number that's right there for you. Mine obviously is a lot higher than that, but you put in the number that's right for you. You should be seeing a $500 cash flow difference after your first month of this business, just in using the product to save money, in the tax savings that are available to you, and just in the money you're making from usage income and from your small team getting started. A brand new person first month should be seeing a $500 cash flow difference in their life as a result of this business. Again, you put what's realistic for you. And then number 4 is just simply, I'm having a get-together next Thursday to share this with a few friends. Would you like to come? Please think of an item that you'd like to price compare for the get-together. We'll have some fun with that. It's that simple to invite people to your get-together. You can text them, you can email them, but the best way is to pick up that phone, call them, and personally invite them to come to your get-together. Make it fun. So what do? Christine, I see you out there, a brand new affiliate, asking me what to do tonight. Number 1, you become an affiliate. You did that tonight. Congratulations. Number 2, you want to build your list of people that you want to share this with. Don't prejudge people. Pick up the phone and invite them to your next get-together. Now, if you don't want to have people over to your home, that's okay. Invite them to a local coffee shop or a place where you feel safe. Invite them to your sponsor's home if that's an appropriate place. Invite them to your office. Get creative with what you do. Create a Google Hangout. Do a Skype call. Ladies and gentlemen, you just want to expose the product of the business to people as fast as you can. The fourth step there is get a Sherlock get-together. When you're just getting started, Christine, every week just schedule one. And know when it's going to be, so you can just be inviting people all week to that get-together. Also be inviting them to our webinars, so you got the system working for you, and you got the get-togethers working for you. And at the end of your get-together, you have a 3-way call with your upline success coach. Ladies and gentlemen, it's that simple. Then your new people become an affiliate, and they do the same thing. You just repeat, repeat, repeat. I was telling Greg tonight as he was doing his get-together, Read the script. Read the questions. Let the people know you're reading the questions because they're immediately going to say, I can do this too. And that's the response you want from people. Now, I want Brandon Ivy to come back on the line and talk to you about this weekly customer acquisition bonus. Ladies and gentlemen, I've been in this industry for a long time, 20 plus years. I've been the #1 income earner with 3 different companies. This is my home. This is my legacy company. This bonus right here is the most exciting thing I've seen happen in a long, long time with Sherlock Nation. Brandon, tell us about the weekly customer acquisition bonus, please.
Thank you very much, Chuck, and you're absolutely right. This is very exciting, especially starting off 2016, because our goal is to put as much money in a new person's hand as fast as possible. So you already heard Willie and talk about the power of 4. Well, with our weekly customer acquisition bonus pool, this is what we've done. If you enroll 2 people in your first week, or any week for that matter, regardless of your rank, regardless of how long you've been in the business, but you enroll 2 people within any given week, you also acquire 2 new Sherlock customers, and you help those 2 new people to also acquire 2 Sherlock customers in the first 30 days, you're going to get 1 share into this weekly CAB bonus pool. Now, the company has set aside a percentage of all sales every single week to go into this pool. So by you earning 1 share in this pool, just to give you an example, last week we were told it was around close to $140 per share. So imagine you enroll 2 people. You made $100 in Fast Start bonus, but you're going to make another $140 in the weekly CAB bonus. Now, let's take it a step further. Because this year, we want to make this the year of the power of 4 all around the world. If you have everybody on your team that's brand new, and even if they're already in the business and you start all over for 2016, and you enroll 4 people in the same week, you made $250 in the cycle bonuses, but you also have 2 shares. So if we go by last week's projections, now understand every week it's not going to be the same. It might be more, it might be less. We don't know how many people's going to qualify for the pool. We don't know what the company's revenues are going to be for that week. But let's just go off an example of last week, for example. So if you enroll 4 people in a week, you earn $250 in the cycle bonus. You're also going to earn another $280 because you had $140 per share. That's $530 you earned for the week. So if you have a new person getting started, you want to help them to earn that $500+ qualify to get 2 shares in the first week, and then duplicate that process over and over and over again. So this weekly CAB bonus is here to help you build your business as well as create momentum and put extra money in your pockets as fast as possible. And everybody should hit this bonus at least once in the month of January. So with that, back on over to you, Chuck.
Thank you very much, Brandon. I want to thank all of our speakers tonight. I want to thank all of you for listening in. We've got a few more things we'd like to cover, but I like to keep these presentations and trainings on a weekly basis to 1 hour. If you've got any questions about anything we covered tonight, get back with your success coach. We'll walk you through some of the basic details, but really you know all you need to know at this point. Get really familiar with using the app. Get really good at giving that app away and teaching others how to use it, and then get really good at inviting people. Invite people to your Sherlock get-together, invite people to join us on one of these live webinars, and invite people to watch one of the recorded webinars. It's that simple. It's just a matter of being persistent and consistent no matter what, and then it's just a matter of time until you too can climb the ladder of success and achieve financial freedom. Have a big why, write it down, and then chase it with all you've got, and you too can be financially free. God bless you, and we will see you in Diamond Club. Please get started now. The next 90 days can literally change your life. We know what's coming. We want you to be a part of it with us. God bless you, and good night.